this. John Elway, Shannon, talk to me about this.
Oh, yeah. That's a special feeling. The fans in Denver hadn't experienced this on the home field since 1998. There was a lot of pressure. This was a chance after last year, coach, that debacle, the opening round, divisional round of playoffs, for them to get back here, have the season they have, and to finish it off with an opportunity to win the Super Bowl, it's a special feeling.
What do you have on your hands?
I'm formally known as Shannon Sharp. I'm just a symbol now.
Go ahead, Dan. Go ahead.
You know, when you think about New England defensively, they couldn't do anything. I mean,
No.
the Broncos only punted one time. They had no pressure on the quarterback on Peyton Manning. Had no sacks. There was no turnovers for Denver. And Peyton Manning just played a perfect game.
And, just give credit to Jack Del Rio. Terrence Knight, he
pot roast
Mannings, and he stopped the running game. He took away the one element that New England had and made him one-dimensional. The defense played well, and Peyton Manning was flawless.
507 yards for the...
Here's Terrence Knight. You can see right here, pushing him back into the backfield. They could not get the running game going early in this game. And you can see he is in the backfield, taking right there the center and the guards. And then when it came to the pass rush, right there, beat Logan Mannings, the best offensive lineman for the New England Patriots in a pass rush. This guy was disruptive all day long, never allowed Tom Brady to feel comfortable in the pocket.
The other thing I was going to say about in relation to Tom Brady is that no Gronkowski, no Hernandez, no Brandon Lloyd. Amendola doesn't have one catch today. So you can see that it was not an offense that was really in gear to be able to go up against the Peyton Manning offense that made no mistakes today. 507 yards, no turnovers, and with the Denver defense taking away the run game, I think Jack Del Rio said, okay, as long as we stop your run, I am not worried about your passing.
Minus all of that, though, the Patriots did get to that point and won 28 points game.
Which is amazing. You see Tom Brady here today. He just didn't have it. Had a lot of balls overthrown. This was an opportunity to get a touchdown early in the game to Edelman. He overthrew this one. He had a shot down the sideline. And then he just overthrew this one. Also had another shot. He just didn't have the timing today. Got some pressure, a couple sacks on him. Denver defense had the number.
How many defensive coordinators you know in the National Football League will say, you know what, we're going to take away your run? Tom Brady, you're going to have to beat us today.
And one of the things, Danny Amendola, that was picked up in the offseason when we lost Wes Welker, had 0 catches today.
No Gronkowski, no presence on the outside.
They got to the AFC Championship with no Gronkowski, none of these other guys. Don't make no excuse in that one.
Coming up next.
And there's a great celebration going on in the city of Denver as the Broncos are headed back to the Super Bowl, and it's time for the presentation of the Lamar Hunt Trophy. And with the honors, the great Rod Smith ready to present the trophy.
On behalf of the NFL, the AFC Champion, Denver Broncos!
The trophy presented to Pat Bowlen and John Elway. Congratulations.
Can't hear myself, thank you.
It's unbelievably sweet, John, what this team has accomplished this season.
Really has. I tell you what, it's been a terrific group. They've worked their tail off the whole year. I'm thrilled for them. They've been the coaching staff, players, most of all, also, the greatest fans in America right here.
Why don't you hand that trophy over to John Fox? Coach, get a hold of that thing for a minute here. Share the love a little bit. I don't know, it's hard to put it into a soundbite. The last time, of course, your team took on New England, you were back in Charlotte. Robin was there, giving you, administering some tests, make sure your blood pressure wasn't too high. And today, how did your team put up a performance like this?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a great tribute to these players, this staff. I couldn't be more proud of a group of men ever in my life. This goes to them.
Hey, what does it mean to beat the Patriots and Bill Belichick and that whole bunch in this spot? And again, how did your team put it together here, that performance today?
Hey, Bill's a great coach, a Hall of Fame coach. It's a great organization. This was a great game with two great organizations. We happened to end up on top, and they had a great season.
Good luck at the Super Bowl, Coach. And now, how about you give a little handoff here to Peyton Manning? And this road for you, to know what it took to get here, sitting out a year, the surgeries, last year's disappointment, to open the season by knocking out Baltimore with that magnificent performance you had, the 7 touchdowns, and today to take on the nemesis of New England and to put up a 400-yard performance. What was this like for you out there today?
Well, Jim, certainly very rewarding when you put a lot of hard work into an off-season, into a regular season, and it pays dividends with a huge win and winning the AFC Championship today. And like John said, we couldn't have done it without these fans. This team has been through a lot. We've overcome a number of obstacles this year, and so it's been really gratifying to be a part of this team. We have just kept our nose to the grindstone, kept persevering, and it feels good to get this win today.
What does it mean to you personally to have that trophy back in your hands again and go back to the Super Bowl?
Well, I've always been an AFC guy, and I was glad to stay in the AFC when I came here to Denver. I'm biased toward this conference, and what a heck of a day for football today. Unbelievable weather, playing a great team, great coach, great quarterback, great players. Feels great to get this win.
You were magnificent today, Peyton, in this very big spot. And you found a guy a number of times today. One more time, Manning to Demaryius Thomas. Hey, Demaryius, you tweaked your knee, your calf. All of these things were issues you were concerned when we saw you Friday, and you knew you had to go against Talib. Aqib went out early with an injury, but all day long, you were just an impossible guy to stop out there in the secondary. How much did this performance mean to you, and now to go to the Super Bowl?
You know, it means a lot. You know, like you said, I tweaked my knee, but I told myself, you know, I'm going to put it all out here on the field. You know, got one more game to get to the Super Bowl. You know, I want to do it for the old guys on the team. Champ Bailey.
And how about Champ? Champ's going to the Super Bowl. I'm looking out here at a whole sea of faces. Your teammates who all want to put their hands on the Lamar Hunt Trophy. To you, the Denver Broncos are heading to the Super Bowl as they have won the AFC Championship. Let's go back to James Brown in New York.
All right, Jim, celebration at Mile High. Stay with us, folks. The Subway postgame show will continue right after this.